And that's why y'all can't be in charge of the button. I
I
thought
don't
I bombed
listen.
Korea. My bad.
I'm not trying to be in charge of the button. It's just like there it goes. All right, Jesus Lord help us. We're here.
So that
Hi everybody.
How's
Go
everybody
we're,
ahead,
doing?
Chef.
we're, we're getting the hang of this YouTube thing, y'all.
God.
Good. Should we just get into it? All right. So I guess
Mm.
sometime in the future when we have an intro, it'll be like da 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 da. Hi, welcome to Trifecta Hour. I'm AJ, right? That'd be that, right? Okay, cool. All
Yep,
right.
that.
Anyway, so hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Trifecta Hour. I'm AJ. This is Ink. This is Glenn. This is Prince. We in the building. Number 19 on a roll. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing?
Barely
Hello, hello.
legal.
Well, let's just I kind of have fun writing the notes for this show because we didn't talk about this. This kind of like changed, at the last minute. But I was like, yeah, let's just address this. So, Apostle Damian Massey got caught fucking another man on video, and it wasn't the fact that he was doing the do. It's the fact that he's a apostle and a leader in the church, and this got me to thinking about the current state. And I could not, for the life of me, put my finger on why Christianity gets so much backfire and the other religions really don't. And this is probably, in my opinion, one of the reasons. So, he did a tearful apology, where let's just roll the film. Just roll
Anybody want to do that, Prince?
I will. I got you. I
Good
got
job.
you.
I appreciate you.
the rhythm.
This has been a really, really
Anytime.
hard
I
few
love y'all.
days, but
We love you.
I struggled. And the struggle didn't just begin. The struggle has been a struggle. And the conviction has been great. And many times people don't know how to accept the struggle of a leader or the struggle of the pastor, and they take the human and the man out of the pastor, out of the bishop, out of the apostle, out of the prophet. I didn't address what should have been addressed in my life, and you all seen it. I don't have to recap it. You seen the video, but other people will paint a picture of you to be the worst person in the world because of a failure. I want to take my responsibility. That's my public statement. I want to take my responsibility and I want to repent before God. I want to take off my title and take off my hat and take off all the articulations of my duties. And I want to repent to the people who God has entrusted in my hands. And I want to repent to my leaders, my pastor, my bishop, my first lady, all of the collegiate presbyters, board of presbyters, and those who have, signatured my credentials and trusted me with the call. I want to repent to you. I want to apologize and take responsibility. And with great measures, I would just wish and hope that this live would touch somebody else who struggles behind the cross, who struggles behind the title, who struggles. You can be gifted,
Oh Lord.
and people will drive off your gift. You can make it happen. You can make it go over, and people will drive off what goes over. You walk away. You walk away with the gratitude and the satisfaction that You fulfilled your purpose in that service. You fulfilled your purpose in that that conference. You fulfilled your purpose, your call of duty in that particular thing, and you leave with your struggles. You fall into your divers of temptation, and you get up with conviction, and you don't know how to address. I need a change in my struggle. So I want to say to everybody to forgive me, to the world.
Bye.
I'm going to leave it here.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it here
Okay.
with much rebuke from my pastor,
Okay.
with much reproof from my pastor, and I know with much restoration from my pastor.
A lot of SAT words.
He didn't say nothing about God. Interesting.
I take it. I take ownership. I
Boy,
take
Glenn about
ownership.
to eat his head. I mean,
Okay. That was a long
okay.
video.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Remove, Prince. Remove. Goodbye.
Okay. All right.
Goodbye.
Remove. There we
Goodbye.
go. Whew. Could y'all hear our side comments?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Oh shit. I thought we went on mute. Whew. Well,
We can't hear you, AJ.
So
Go ahead, Glenn.
hold
No,
on. You need a
no. We don't want to hear you, actually. Just get some AirPods, man.
I'm not gonna lie to
What?
y'all.
I got a brand new pair here.
That was hard for me to listen to.
I got a brand new pair right
I
here.
saw it on your face.
Was it, Glenn?
It was. That's hard to
I
listen
think,
to.
Glenn, I think I threw up a little in my mouth. It's ridiculous.
See, that's the thing. I know that the Bible tells you if your brother sins against you, you have to forgive him 7 times, 7 times, And I just think back and I'm like,
Hmm.
this is a pastor. This is the leader of the church. What happens when that person
Speak,
who has
AJ.
been looking to him, huh?
I thought I heard
AJ.
AJ click in. So,
Says, AJ, can we hear
oh
you?
God, you can't hear us apparently.
Can you hear us? I guess not. I can't. You can't hear us.
Keep going.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, keep going, Glenn.
So, me being a man of faith, I want to say that it's hard to hear that because I want to believe him. I do. I want to think that he has a repentant heart. And it's not just because he got caught that he's coming out and saying this.
Hmm.
But that other side of me is like, nigga, now listen. It's one of those situations where I'm gonna have to fight with my flesh, and I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna forgive this brother. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna pray on it. I never did pray on this video, and I need to pray on this video. And I'm gonna seek guidance from God instead of seeking guidance from man. See if this man's really being on the up and up. If he is, forgiven. If not, you got to move yourself from the church, brother. You got to move yourself from the pulpit, not the church, but from the pulpit at least.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. The problem that we have is that so many of them do this because they got cut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we would have heard nothing if the video didn't come out. So if we weren't looking at the video of him getting butt fucked and his dick smelling like shit, we wouldn't even have gotten this.
Jesus have mercy.
What? Truth. If we had not seen that video of, chocolate packing,
Y'all
he
smell
wouldn't be saying
something?
nothing. He wouldn't be saying nothing. Absolutely nothing. So
Over like, what smells like Astroglide and sorrow?
that's him. That's him. That's him. So all I have to say is I mean, I would like to think that he's truly sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you don't move into these positions without knowing that people are looking at you, people are watching you. You're held to a higher standard. It just sucks. That's just what it is. You know, he tried to guilt us into saying, "Oh, I'm human." Bitch, bye. We're all human. Okay? And guess what? We also all know what we're capable of, and that's why we're not standing in front of a church telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing. See how that works? I mean, I'd probably be dropped an F-bomb up on the thing. So I'd just be like, you know what? Let me sit down here and let me sing the songs and clap and read the Bible. That's where I'm at with it. Prince, what would you like to add?
Um, it's certain professions and certain titles that I hear you when people say that you're human, but the fact that you have certain positions, fair or unfair, it comes with a a um a package, pun intended, that you are upon reproach.
Yes.
Police, doctors, pastors. You're expected to be, because we're looking at you as something to aspire to, somebody to look at as a role model, somebody to want to mimic as far as in the word. So
Pause.
if you're
Stop.
Pause.
Wait.
go ahead.
Wait.
It's
No,
the rant
no.
room, Mr. Journey.
No. I'm going to say it like this. Now, I had a wise pastor once tell me, don't look to man if you're looking for Christ.
Woo!
Even if that's your pastor. Don't look to man if you're looking for Christ. Your pastor
I
is supposed to be your spiritual leader, but don't look to him to be an example of what
No,
Christ has
I
did.
got that part, but as a leader, aren't you looking at him to do the right thing?
We
What was
hear you,
that?
AJ. It
I
was
don't know.
AJ.
As
It was
a
AJ.
as a pastor though, in the leadership, aren't you looking at them to be the model of what a leader's supposed to be, right?
Yes, definitely.
So if you're up there telling us not to butt fuck, why are you butt fucking? I got my fuck your feelings AJ's rant room hat on today. I don't care, because I am so sick and tired. And these are the same people that will say up and down, we're going to get into it later, that police are supposed to make mistakes. Police do this, police do that. And you'll go to church and clap for your pastor who's stealing money from you, slapping
Ooh,
butts with the choir director, or
ooh,
slapping butts with everybody else's wives. I'm sick of the hypocrisy in the church, and was it, yeah, like AJ said earlier, the reason why Islam and other I believe other religions don't get it this far, because they don't go out here telling you don't do this, don't do that, and then they're backsliding on the major level. That's just me. I mean, I'm not going to act like in all religions, but I now see why Christians are always catching strays, because it's always bullshit like this.
Can y'all hear me?
we
We
can.
That's God. We hear
Shabbat.
you.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Welcome back.
So pretty much everything y'all said, and yeah. Here's the thing. Not everybody can be a pastor or a leader or spiritual leader, and not
Sure.
everybody should be. Now,
Amen.
here's the thing. This even goes back to the Catholic Church. You knew going in that one of the requirements is you are never going to be able to fuck in your life. You knew that going in. You signed up for it. Nobody put you in a chokehold and said be a priest. Nobody told you. Nobody said go be celibate for life. You chose that. So when he at the part of the video where he talked about he's a what the hell did he say? Something about the
A
flesh,
human, and he's
and he's
human.
I get the human part, but there was something else that he said. Damn it! And I was just like, bro, not when you're in that position. Like if you're just someone in a pew, fine, but you're the person that people are looking to. But even though Glenn, you said people shouldn't find Christ in the pastor is the one ministering the word, right? The word is coming through the pastor to you, right? And so the contradiction and the problem that I'm having with that is when Why continue to prop these John Grays up and continue to prop, like, how many bitches John Gray gonna fuck before the congregation say, okay? Like, how many times he gonna fall his fat ass out on the goddamn ground in the service, and his wife forgive him, and then there's think pieces about it? How many times before everyone says, this is a fake motherfucker? He's not really about this God life. This is about celebrity. This is about fame. And this is the problem we have with politicians and spiritual leaders, is we've made these motherfuckers celebrities. They're not celebrities. I can't treat my pastor how I would treat my favorite singer. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's just not how it works. It's a
Because
different level of
unfortunately,
responsibility, and you're asking people to believe in something that's not logical,
well, yeah.
first of all. And then they got to go fight for their lives in the world about it. And then the person they're looking to for the guidance is doing everything that contradicts what you're ministering to people, because you're getting the information from them and giving it to the people. So is this a reason why Christianity catches strays? In my opinion, yes.
Look, you know, here's where my issue comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can talk about Christianity and all this other stuff. Like, Christianity does catch a lot of strays, because we're not really talking about how in the Middle Eastern culture, Muslims will actually dominate little boys, and they think that that's a part of their culture. Yet in their own Quran, homosexuality is outlawed. But since Christianity is such a big platform in America, they are sitting there on TV, the Bishop Eddie Longs of the world, the Pastor Jamal Bryants of the world. Out there, they are just more visible.
Mm-hmm.
You see them. And when they fall, it's like falling off the Empire State Building. Like, it's oh man, it's just
but also you because the other thing that in the book, like in this book that he's supposed to be the master of, because you're the leader, right? You're supposed to know. So it's one thing to sin, and it's the one thing to intentionally do it. So, like, if you're going out, this ain't the first man he's fucked.
Nope.
Come on, this is not the first nigga he's fucked.
No.
Come on. And so what you're mad about is your bottom line is about to be fucked up. Your profession is on the line, so your career and everything's on the line. This has nothing to do with the people. And I heard, I think Ink said it. God wasn't mentioned, like in his little crybaby video, crocodile tear filled video. Like, where was the God? Like, the people, yes, you let down people, sure, great, but I expect everybody to let me down to some degree in my life. So I'm good on that. You, on the other hand, are supposed to have this elevated connection to this stuff. So I hold you, again, to a higher regard. I'm not playing this game with you. Oh, no. You're mad you got caught. And I don't even know how the thing got docked. Did he record it on purpose? Did he do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, there ain't a day in AJ's life where I'm going to turn on anything and record myself fucking. This is never gonna happen. Never, ever gonna happen. So what the hell was he thinking? Him, of all the people. An apostle?
Yeah.
Nah.
So now we're judging for recording? I mean, wow.
I'll say okay, so every man listening to the sound of my voice has been through these moments that we like to call post-nut clarity. In other words, it's the great cosmic joke. God gives you two heads and only enough blood for one at a time. So he just was thinking with the wrong head at the wrong time and got caught while doing it.
So that's the excuse we're using right now?
No excuse.
No.
Just the truth.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sure.
Well, you wouldn't understand. You don't have a head.
Yeah, Glenn, if that was my garbage,
Hey, champ.
if that was my garbage man, sure.
Pepsi. Hey, what did Drake say?
Not the apostle.
Oh yeah,
whatever. We move past
the
the penis talk because it's very, exclusive. And I mean, if I had a penis, I'd fuck all day.
Well, you think
If
you
you had
have
a
one.
penis, you'll be in prison.
Oh,
Because I have a feeling you
Right,
wouldn't know how to
exactly.
act. Look
I'll
at
be
it.
to,
Look at it, y'all. Look, it's
I'll be to
big.
slap a
Look.
couple of bitches upside the head with it. I'll be like, bitch, come here. Let me hit you in the head with it. Wow.
let's throw it in a circle.
I got
Throw it in a
this.
circle.
Ah, big old wank.
Okay, let me stop. Let me stop.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh
Pause.
my gosh. All right.
And I would.
Jesus.
I
All
would use
right.
it raw. All
All right.
Jesus.
So moving.
right.
Um,
Sorry.
anything else we want to touch on with this before
Wait,
we
we
segue?
didn't ask the question.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know
please.
where we were. I literally just jumped back in. Which question are we up to?
You did
Are we
good,
gonna do like
actually. It was catch
should
and
we
spray.
ask the question of like, are we gonna hold these people in high regard? Like, should we hold
Oh,
them in high regard?
yeah. Should
I
we
would like
hold
to
Yes.
them
touch on that really quick.
in such high regard? And what I meant by the question was, like I was saying, the standard, to which we hold them, I don't think should waver. I think once you sign up for that profession and that career and that life, the bar is too high. That's why a lot of people can't meet it. So therefore, what the hell are we doing? So yeah, should we hold these people in such high regard, or should we just let them keep faltering before our eyes and making more money and tithing, and all the little cute stuff that goes on in the church?
Okay,
We
well,
shall hold them in the regard in which the title gives them. Like a pastor is a very high position. An apostle is a very high position. So you should hold them as such. The same way a doctor. Like if doctors are out here fucking up, you're not gonna be like, well, should we really hold doctors? Yes. They went to school, spent a whole bunch of money to learn this shit. So I expect them to act accordingly. So yes, we should hold. I think we should hold more people in high regard because I think we're starting to let people skate. Like you said, the gray guy. Like how many times is he going to fall before we say, look, this pastor shit ain't you. Bye. We'll get a new one.
okay. Well, since it was my turn to speak first,
I knew she was gonna do that. Go ahead.
Well, you're a
I
woman, so you go last.
was supposed to go first. Okay. And this is the problem when people come to these things unprepared and they don't view the notes. But anyways, with that being said, we absolutely should not. The problem is I don't want to taint all pastors and spiritual leaders because they're not all bad. And I do think that some are really out here to serve the people and, do a good thing. The problem is when you enter into these mega churches, when the money gets real, real big, they forget why they're there. Because it's almost like Hollywood underneath the steeple, you know? And so that is why you see a lot of these people, a lot of these pastors. I can't even remember what was that, one white guy, the one that was hanging out with all the celebrities. His fault as well from having affairs is because they think that they're untouchable. The money goes to their head, the fame goes to their head, the power goes to their head, and then they turn into everyone else that's been in that position. We see it all the time. So I think when you're really spiritually driven and you're really there, to deliver a message, we don't have this problem. But when you forget why the calling is there, and I think some people enter into this honestly to make money. They're not really there to deliver the word and to be spiritual. I think they come into this with the goal set to create a mega church and to become a millionaire. Because a lot of these guys that we see on top that are being caught up, they're worth millions. So, no, we shouldn't be holding them to high regard. They are human. They do make mistakes like the rest of us. But um, I think we need to just be held accountable for our spirituality and what we believe, and we shouldn't let these people taint that because they're flawed, and so are we. Glenn,
Glenn.
All right. So I'm going to turn to the word, and I'm gonna let the word answer this.
did you take us off the Bible?
Oh yeah, listen. This is gonna be three parts from the Bible. First,
Okay,
Now, is
let's
this
do
the
it.
LeBron James version?
no, I can actually read. This Bible's not gonna be upside down. Anyway, 1 Thessalonians 5:12-13. We ask you, brothers, to respect those who labor among you and are over you in the Lord and admonish you, and to esteem them very high in love because of their work. Now, that is to be your pastors, your teachers, your prophets. Those are the people that you're supposed to hold in a high regard. Now, it also tells us, though, in Romans 12:2, not to conform to the standards of this world, but let God transform us inwardly, that we will be able to know the will of God, what is good and what is pleasing to him. Not many of you should become teachers, my brother, for you know that we who teach will be judged with greater strictness. And there it is. I hold my pastors and my spiritual leaders in high regard. Do I look at them as perfect? No. But I expect them to, I don't expect a man to be perfect, because only one was perfect and they crucified him. But I need you to be a good example.
Who's clipping?
I don't know what that is.
That's weird.
What is that?
What it? I don't
Oh,
know what that
Right.
is. Oh, okay. There we go.
yeah. I need to make sure that I'm not emulating your life. I look to Christ to be my example of the way to act. But I need to see that light through you as well. When I'm having an off day, if I'm struggling with something spiritually, I should be able to come to my leader and have faith that he has a higher connection with God. But when stuff like this happens, it hurts.
Okay, so that's all sexy, Glenn.
Uh-oh.
But what
Uh-oh.
happens when they keep reoffending? Because you're not going to tell me that Eddie Long and John Gray and Jamal Bryant and the list goes on and on and on. Like, okay, you the one infraction, okay, I'll hear you out.
So I will say it like this: 7 times 7 times 7 is how many times we forgive our brother. Now, to forgive my brother doesn't mean that I keep him in that same position. So he is not going to continue to be my pastor. You cannot continue to be my spiritual leader if you keep falling into the same trap.
Okay.
That's it. Now, twice, like I'm one of those. I believe a person can fall and redeem themselves.
No. There's no trap. There's no trap, Glenn. These
What?
people are moving in their authentic self.
It's,
Okay. He
it's a
wanted
spiritual trap.
to. No. He didn't want to put his hot dog
He
in a
saw it.
bun.
Now
You
he
can't
saw it.
spell evangelist
No.
without anal.
Pause.
Somebody farted. He said, "That's my size."
Wow.
Yeah. Trap.
This is why you can't fall, because the jokes are endless. How you up here telling
Wow.
you know, but this
All right.
is but
Okay, moving on. Another nigga got shot by the police. So yeah. We got another poster
Prince,
child
you got
for
that?
Black Matter. Yeah, just run the clip first. Just run the clip.
I will run the clip. I will run the clip.
Prince, you're not supposed to announce it. You're supposed to.
He's running
Maybe
the clip.
I should do it.
Maybe you should do it.
No, just keep going. Come on, hurry up today.
Okay, here we go.
This is why I love y'all.
No, that's the surveillance. Oh,
huh?
No, the news hit, the news piece, not the surveillance.
You got it?
Do you want to tell them what was going on in the surveillance, though?
I don't see.
That nigga was stealing.
Play the
Kroger
news.
There it is.
parking
I got
lot.
it.
And the family's big
I
message
got it.
tonight is accountability.
Police have put the officer who shot Young on administrative leave, but the family and their attorney saying that's not good enough. 10 TV's Ashley Bornanson spoke with them today. She's alive tonight with their message. Ashley.
Andrew, Yolanda, the family of Takaya Young says they are demanding for the immediate termination of the officer who fatally shot the 21-year-old pregnant woman, citing he violated police policy and should be indicted for murder.
Justice delayed is justice denied.
The Young family attorney Sean Walton says they are demanding swift action to achieve accountability after Takaya Young was shot and killed 2 weeks ago in this Kroger parking lot in Blendon Township. We obtained the Blendon Township use of force policy. In the press conference, Walton uses this document to question the officer's use of force. The document states, quote, shots fired at or from a moving vehicle involve additional consideration and risks and are rarely effective.
When feasible, officers should take reasonable steps to move out of the path of an approaching vehicle instead of discharging their firearm at the vehicle or any of its occupants.
Young's grandmother, Nadine Young, also argues the officer's approach toward Young, yelling and cursing at her to get out of the car, escalated versus de-escalated the situation.
I believe he was a bully, and he came at her like a bully, and that scared her with that baby in her stomach.
Do you think she felt safer not complying than complying then at that point?
Yeah, because he came at her wrong. He didn't come at her like a nice regular police. He came at her nasty, real nasty.
Ooh, I'ma eat her ass.
And tonight I have reached out to the Blendon Township Police for comment on the family's claims, but they have not yet responded. Reporting live in Blendon Township, I'm Ashley Bornanson for 10 TV News.
All right. I don't even need to ask a question. Prince, just lay it out.
Why y'all keep putting these old Negro spiritual ass Negroes on TV? She wasn't like a nice police officer. I thought all police officers are bad. So make up your mind. First of all, listen. For those who don't know, I am a retired police officer. So listen, anything that first of all, that lawyer with his shape up, you already know he lying. He a crook.
Ooh.
How do people who can't buy groceries suddenly have lawyers on retainer? That's a story for another day. Maybe he's pro bono anyway. But listen, let's get to the matter at hand.
Okay.
Black people, stop acting a monkey when you come into contact with police officers. Dead men, dead women tell no tales. If a police officer tells you to do something, you do it. I guarantee you, if she would have did everything that she was supposed to do, and those police officers did something wrong, she will have more merit to what everybody is trying to put on these police officers. She didn't get out of the car. She tried to run the police officer over. I mean, what do y'all want police officers to do? What do y'all want them to actually investigate if y'all don't want to cooperate? But then when something happens to y'all want to do murals, y'all want t-shirts, y'all want us to pray, y'all want GoFundMes. I ain't doing that shit no more. Start doing what the fuck you need to do when you come into contact with these police officers. And maybe some of y'all asses will live. Now there's 2 people gone from this earth. Why? Because they didn't want to fucking listen. And you know what? The grandmother up there, because she failed. You failed, the mother failed, and the father failed. Because you're supposed to listen to people of authority. Period. So while you up there crying, looking for a big ass payday, turn that mirror around. She's in the ground because of you. If you want to be real, she's in the ground because of you.
Tell us how you really feel.
Well, I mean, was this an act of racism on the part of the police? She was unarmed and innocent, ain't?
Tried to run.
Okay, sure. First of all, I just want to make a point really quickly that PI attorneys, wrongful death attorneys, ambulance chasers, they work on contingency. FYI. So they get paid
Look
on
at
the
that
back end.
nigga. You know that nigga a crook. Look at this shit, bro.
Anyways, moving on. Here's the problem. Um, everybody looking for a payday. And she probably was looking for one too. She just didn't intend for them to pop a bullet in her ass and kill her. So had she just gotten out of the car, I know people like to say, "Oh, the comply." Well, she didn't even just get out the car. I didn't take anything. Walk back in, show them where you put it, address the issue, watch the video, see, look, I never walked out of the store with anything, and then you go home. I don't know why people, especially these women that are pregnant mothers, why wouldn't you put your child first? Like I would be like, whoa, 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 I'm pregnant. Hold on, back up. I'll get out. Just so you know, don't throw me to the ground. Don't slam me down. I'm pregnant. I'm with child. Just let's handle this correct. But because everyone's looking for a lawsuit from the police, and I'm being honest, that's really what this boils down to. Because she would have tried to get them on some type of misconduct. They accused me of this, that, or the third, and it ended up backfiring on her. And it's sad and it's tragic. But what do you say? What do you say to people who don't respect authority because they've been told they don't have to? Every time you say, "Oh, you don't have to do what the police say. You don't have to comply. If you are not guilty, you don't have to do this, that, or the third." I promise you, it never ends in your favor. I'm petty. I'm very petty. I would have got out the car. I'd been like, "Oh, I stole? Okay, cool, no problem. Let's go on back in here. Tell me what I stole. Show me. I want to see it." Right? And then I would have embarrassed everybody. I would have made a scene. I would have motherfucked everybody and told them, "See how you look stupid right now? I told you I didn't steal nothing." And then you go home. And you tell all your friends about it. You be like, "Girl, can you believe this what happened? They thought I stole some stupid beer. Bitch, I'm pregnant. Why would I be stealing beer?" And that's that. And then you can maybe try to get a little few cents for embarrassment. I don't know. But everybody's looking for a payday. Everybody. And everybody's being told, especially melanated people, that they don't have to comply and they don't have to listen to the police and they don't have to respect us. And this is what happens when you don't.
Can I say something real quick? Police 8,
No.
black people 0. How's that working out for you? This little don't comply.
Wow.
Police are up 8. You want me to name the 8
Prince.
people that they're up?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're good.
Yes. No, I want to hear the 8 people.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Tito, Jermaine,
Here
Raheem,
we
Bobby, White,
go.
Ralph.
Thanks, Prince. Go ahead,
Glenn.
Either I'm going to get rich or I'm going to die in the process. I'm going to.
So, my man 50 just said, I'm going to get rich or I'm going to die in the process. When are we going to stop this nonsense? Comply, don't die. I mean, it's not hard. Guess what? If the cop tells me to get out, look, stick my right foot in, stick my right foot out, stick my right foot in, shake it all about, hey, I'm doing the hokey pokey in the middle of the street, and guess what? I'm probably going to get paid. Now, if I start, nigga, I ain't do nothing. I didn't even start reaching and grabbing and all this other nonsense, I'm probably getting shot. I know that I'm behind the wheel of my car. The police officer standing in front of my car with a gun pointed toward me, and they're asking me to get out of the vehicle. I don't really care if they're asking me nicely or not. They can say it however they want. Guess what? I'm going to get out of the car. I'm not going to put that car in gear. I'm not going to pull that car forward because they will more than likely shoot me in my face. I don't think it's rocket science. I really don't.
Wow. In your face, huh?
You know, when my twin get hurt, I feel it. So don't do that.
Listen, Keisha, do you see the size of my head? I mean, do you know what size hat I wear? It's called elastic.
You see Prince's face, that would have implemented a pause. Because he's dirty as fuck.
All right. Now, with that,
Glenn, pause.
Pause. No, it's only pause on gay stuff. Like,
No. We need to pause Prince because his mind stays there.
When we want to do a pause or something, we say No, which is what? Oh fuck, I forgot his name. Never mind.
Huey.
Anyways, AJ,
I heard gay, so I said pause.
go ahead, AJ. Get control of this.
All right, now it's time to get petty. Let's get into it. We're way behind schedule. Inked, what's up? What you got for us this week?
Okay, so my petty is not my normal petty,
Uh-oh.
but this goes out to Katie Rendell. Y'all might not know her, but she is the teacher that got fired, the fifth grade teacher who read the book to her students, her math students. My shadow is purple. So, in case you guys are wondering what my shadow is my shadow is purple is about, you can actually get it on YouTube and they read the book to you. It's about 4 minutes. But let me tell you how they describe it. I made some notes. A heartwarming and inspiring book about being true to yourself and moving forward the gender binary by the best-selling author of My Shadow is Pink. Okay. So, there's been some reviews on this book, and there's this stupid bitch named Kath. She is like a sex ed teacher or therapist, and she teaches parents how to talk to their kids. And she said that this book is great because it tells you the things like um, boys. You don't have to be a boy. You don't have to be a girl. You can be gender fluid. So if you pull the book up and you actually look at it, I had gotten some snippets. It talks about like mommy and daddy. So mommy's a pink shadow, daddy's a blue shadow, and then the child is a purple shadow. And then the child realizes that like, oh, I don't identify with my shadow. And so this teacher at the school starts talking to all the kids. So they have brown shadows, yellow shadows, all these, aquamarine shadows. And then at the end, the child says, I don't identify with the brown shadow, but I identify with my yellow shadow feels like love. So essentially, it's literally designed for kids, like just for your kids. And so the stupid bitch, she read it to her fifth grade class without getting approval from the school district, without getting approval from the parents. She just took it upon herself. And then she took it upon herself to explain it to the kids so they understood in fifth grade in the math class. This is what we do in math class. 2 + 2 is 4, but apparently not. And they fired her. She's been teaching for 10 years. So when people start to say they're not doing it in schools, it's not happening. No, it actually is because these teachers are taking it upon themselves to do whatever it is that they want to do. So with that being said, Katie Rindell, you funky bitch, you're my petty for this week.
Say it again. Funky bitch.
Oh Lord.
My petty is carbohydrates. Look here, you funky bitches. Why are you so delicious and hard to quit? Like, it's just so many oatmeal cream pies I'm gonna walk past in the grocery store. I got my limits. I've been eating fucking veggies and I want a pie. I want cake. I want candy. But they say carbohydrates, type 2, blah, 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 everything in moderation. I can't do moderation. It's not genetically engineered for you to do moderation. Have you ever seen anybody eat 2 chips? No. You eat the whole goddamn bag. So my petty is to you worthless ass, funky bitch ass scientists who created a drug that's more addictive than crack.
He said he having an affair with little Debbie. Little Debbie. He called her Deborah though. She grown.
Got me in the dark room eating the oatmeal cream pie. My wife like, what you doing down there? I'm better off saying I'm cheating than I'm eating oatmeal cream pie.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Wow. Wow. I respect that, Prince. I understand completely. I feel you. I feel you.
My boy be like,
Just
baby
accept
D.
Just throw that cookie across that hood of that car and eat it. Just open it. And eat it. We got you.
I got you, Twinkie coming out
I
in
know
the park glitter.
Glenn.
Glenn.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
You want to be
Hey,
the
I
host?
better not even tell him that Nutty Buddies just made an ice cream. Oh, listen. So, my petty this week goes to BLM. I think it's about daggone time that y'all got indicted. 61 anarchists down from BLM were indicted in Georgia finally. Now, was this a retaliation since they are being charged with the same RICO statute that they're giving Trump?
Interesting.
I think that this needs to happen in more states. Honestly, you're treating these January 6th individuals like they're they're murderers. What did they just give to Enrique? They gave that man 22 years and he wasn't even there.
2 years.
They're gonna fuck the lining out of Little Prince. His name Enrique?
Enrique. Any black and Cuban.
He biracial? Oh, they gonna have fun.
22 years. But they have been given they've been given payouts to the BLM protesters who burned down black businesses, who burned down black neighborhoods, who literally burned down stores, who were fighting racial inequality by robbing Gucci.
Yeah. And Nike.
And Nike. My baby needs these Air Force Ones.
Listen.
So, Mama needs this Louis bag. I mean, for real. That's a fight the power.
She do.
Ignorance. Just straight ignorant. So, yeah, that's my petty for this week. I hope that they hit y'all with everything that they given the January 6th protesters. There you go.
Oh, you already know that's not going
to happen. Yeah.
Sorry, AJ.
Ooh, oh, Lord. Speaking of Little Debbie. Oh. Look like a fudge round. Huh?
Well, my petty.
And my barber is a white woman. Go ahead.
AJ speaking. Prince. Go ahead, AJ.
So quick. We're almost out of time, but my petty goes out to Whoopi Goldberg and the bitches at the Whoopi. What was the point of showing up on the Zoom with the mask on in your house by yourself? And then secondly, you weren't sick. We all know the face of our aunt who gets high. That bitch was lit. She's not. You're not gonna say she wasn't sick. You're not wrong with her. She got a couple of dollars from the government. They said act sick. She pulled it off. She's an actress. She's an actress. That's what she does. So no, Whoopi, we're not buying the whole COVID thing. We know this is just the gateway to start shutting shit down and, trying to manipulate an election. Because I want to give a shout out to CNN for actually reporting facts, which also got the View riled up. Because y'all, Dementia Monkey got a 39% approval rating. Most Democrats don't think he should run again. Most Democrats are not happy with me. And y'all sitting up here, I'm surprised they even let this out the bag. So y'all know Democrats, the smart ones, are actually discouraged. And they probably don't want your old ass up there because they know you're not going to live through your second term. And if you do, you'll be incapacitated. You'll still be on the earth in body, but your fucking mind will be all the way gone by that point. And we already know you're not running the country at this point. But anyway, with that said, it's time to move on to our conservative spotlight. Glenn, who you got for us this week?
This week, we have a little bit of a mix for y'all. This is Mr. Thomas Sowell, who is a libertarian conservative, who used to be a radical leftist, a Marxist at that. So Mr. Sowell was born on June 30th, 1930. He is an American economist who inspired the likes of Walter Williams and also Mr. Larry Elder. Thomas Sowell is an author of over 45 New York bestsellers. He's worked for the Hoover Institute out of Stanford. He graduated magna cum laude from Harvard University before they actually had affirmative action. Isn't that crazy? Thomas Sowell has been one of the aforementioned people who advocates against the need of affirmative action today. Not of yesterday, but for today. And he is actually the one that Clarence Thomas quoted when he was delivering his deliberation on why they took down affirmative action, by saying, of course, that it's hard to differentiate those who have earned their spot from those who have been granted their spot due to affirmative action. And it shines a negative connotation on those individuals because they don't know if they're there by merit or because of the system. So I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Thomas Sowell, who has inspired me. If you guys have not, go to YouTube, look up some of his videos. This is the man who talks about the actual root of slavery. The fact that did y'all know Roots? Y'all remember the movie Roots?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know it wasn't
that fraudulent
real?
movie?
Yes. Most people never knew that Roots wasn't real. That Alex Haley was actually just giving his people a myth to live by. Well, Mr. Sowell actually called this out. And don't you know he was named the Donkey of the Day by a certain show because of that?
Of course he was. Because they're not smart.
Shocking.
They're not smart.
Yeah. So big shout out to Mr. Thomas Sowell. And you just keep on doing what you're doing at flipping 100 years old. Go on with your bad self.
Amen.
All right.
All right. Let's get to our memes of the week. Prince, what you got for us?
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna play the video. Prince better have it. All right, this one. Everybody remembers this top box. This was your teacher, Mrs. McClintock, Mrs. Gary, and Mrs. Lewitz. Now you got, hey, call me they, Ziers, Zims, Zimmers. They come to school with multicolored hair and they wear flag buttons on their shirt and they want you to say, ooh, what's that? And you know, let's get them damn things out of here, man.
The one in the yellow and the green looks exactly like my teacher, Miss Yao, when I was in the 5th grade. And that was her name.
Oh, yeah, and these teachers down here now, they sleep with students.
Oh, see.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
The next meme. Inflation not that high, says Joe Biden. Also Joe Biden. Look at inflation, y'all. Inflation's so damn high.
You know what?
Ask me how high is inflation. It's Hunter Biden high.
Oh, my.
It's like 30%, 40%, Hunter Biden percent.
Wow.
Next meme.
This one's going to play for a second.
Oh, man. They're 14. I should have said that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh.
There she is. There she is. And you should respect this one, Glenn Barber. What you want? I want everybody to know that I'm offended by everything. And the barber says, say no more. This is what they look like. This is the person that tells you you're oppressed, that trick cereal is non-binary, that tells you what is it? Crackle and Pop. What's the other third one?
Snap,
Crackle and Pop are gay. And this is them. This is them.
This is the reason
Bert and Ernie sleep together because they're partners. This is them.
Jesus, right, socialist.
Yes. This is the reason why they made Gonzo a cross-dresser. Right there.
Mm-hmm. I saw that new cartoon. Turned it right off. But I want to wear a dress. You're ugly, Gonzo. Sometimes you got to tell people you're ugly. You'll look ugly in a dress. Okay. Beyond Burger. Beyond Biden. Proof that you can turn a vegetable into pretty much anything these days. Look at him.
Oh,
Look at him. He don't know where he at. Look. That vegetable is worth millions. And he get 250,000 to ruin the country. Sweet gig, huh?
Oh,
And look at this one. Thank you, Disney. Thank you, Disney, for fucking up my childhood. Thank you. The dwarves were short. Get over it. Snow White was white. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, not Rosita Medina and the Cucarachas. No, that it was Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Snow White.
wow.
And the Seven Dwarves. Not Rosie and the seven multicultural people. It's gonna bomb. Snow White and the seven multicultural people is gonna bomb.
Oh Lord. What's happening?
No.
Okay. I think we're done.
What's next?
Yeah.
Iron Man gay?
Wow.
You can tell me Iron Man's gay?
Wow.
These are the people who made my boy Buzz Lightyear kiss man.
That
Jeez.
part.
All right. And now we got 2 minutes left to show, but we're gonna go a little over. Inked, it's time for our Urban Dictionary word of the day. What you got for us?
Credulous.
Ooh,
Credulous.
Credulous.
Readiness to trust or believe, especially on substantial evidence.
Hmm.
The goons were credulous in believing the concubine.
Oh.
Keith Heading told me that.
That was incredulous.
Credulous. Thank you, Lee. Thank
Can
you.
I oop?
Thank you.
Oop.
Credulous.
Can I? Oop.
Well.
Oh, and I just want to let you know when you wait, hold on. Wait. When you're credulous, you look like the ass. We don't. And you don't have to come and tell us you're sorry because we already know the bitch fucked up. We already know y'all don't fuck with her no more. Okay? That's what happens when you fuck with concubines. It's just that's the nature of the beast. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
Credulous.
Couple of announcements. Can we get this off the screen? Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why they came on the screen.
Why is that here? All right. All right. A couple of announcements before we wrap up. Simply Sunday every Sunday, right here on YouTube, hosted by Glenn, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. New rant drop at ajsrantroom.com. Get your black and white asses over there and buy some merch. Thank you to all who supported so far. ajsrantroom.com. We got a new drop there. Go check it out. And don't talk about no prices because you motherfuckers pay. Y'all send that amount in coins every damn week. Leave me alone. So, with that said, also, wait, where's that other announcement? I lost it.
That's what happens, karma.
Great. So this coming Tuesday on the Trifecta Hour TikTok, we will be hosting a live debunking the party switch.
Yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Trifecta Hour on TikTok. That will be our special.
Yes.
That'll be our, the first one was the Central Park 5. So this one will be on the party switch. And all the people who love to argue that and the shit we was taught in public school. All of that and things of that nature. So join us there on TikTok, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week, Tuesday, September 12th. And hook that up. I think that's all I have, unless y'all have an announcement y'all would like to make. Done. All right, great.
Credulous.
Thank you so much for
I got one.
Oh, we appreciate you. Number 19 is in the bag.
We're not gonna
All right.
I got one.
Thank y'all, and thank y'all so much for growing with
No, you
us.
don't.
And yeah, I do. Y'all,
What?
no, I was gonna say no, cause you be too modest, AJ. Listen, y'all support the goddamn rent room. It's not hard. I see y'all giving money away literally to people who don't need it. But instead of supporting a great cause or quote unquote patriots that you say you are, but yet he checks the algorithms, and it's not a lot of traffic. Y'all say I love you, AJ. Stop loving them in the verbal sense. Love them monetarily. Okay?
Yes.
You see this hat? That's from the rent room. I also got a sweet ass bag coming. I'm gonna be on my Kanye swag. Like it's a lot of stuff there. I'm trying to get him to sell bumper stickers, but he won't. But go check out the
Yeah.
rent room. It's a lot of stuff. That man works very hard on what he does, and he neglects us
does.
to make his vision come true. So, in order to make us not feel a certain type of way, y'all go buy that shit. All right,
Buy it. Don't let us be the only ones rocking it.
Especially white people, go buy it. If you got white guilt, go buy stuff.
I'm so done with him.
Shut up.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate
I'm done.
y'all.
Checked out. Glenn, hit the end string.
Keisha, you look like the brat.
Oh,
look, end us, Glenn.
Hey, hold on. He was talking about my baby though. The brat though. I'm just saying. It's what the